People, hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Mr. Green Hands. I haven't given you guys an update for a while, so I thought today would be the perfect day to give you an update on how it is going in February 2025, how my garden looks right now. It's, to me, I think I've done a really good job getting it to where it is. It's doing well. It's looking green. It is still looking green. We haven't really had much of a heavy snow and heavy stuff like that, like compared to other countries. We probably have more of a milder winter, but right now with this wind, it's like -1. It really soaks through your hands if you're out there barefoot, like I got my woolly hat and everything. So yeah, the sun is out, but that wind chill that we're having isn't pleasant. But hey, let me show you what's happening right now and how it kind of looks the same, but there are some differences what I've been doing. Starting out, this is my top garden bed. I still have my turnips. They are still hanging in there. I have some kale mixed with some those are collards. Those are some collards that I have here. I still have some beautiful beetroot at the back here, looking lovely. Let me go in here for a second so you guys can get a closer look. Oh, I almost fell over there. It is what it is. My brassica, this is a broccoli, a purple. Look at the beautiful purples on it. This is my purple sprouting broccoli, which is really doing really well. Surprisingly, I still have some bok choy. They look beat down though. That's them there. They're quite beat down, but they're doing really well. They're still hanging in there. My leeks are thriving. Look at them. They're starting to put some new growth in the middle. So about maybe by next month, they will start to get their body looking thicker, and then I can harvest them. Another broccoli, a purple variety of broccoli. The thyme has done well. This is the ones that I transplanted out into before the winter kicked in. They're hanging there. Look at the greenery, guys. Look how beautiful it looks. Just amazing. My kohlrabi right at the back there. They're looking lovely. Still hanging in there. Still got the greens, but the other thyme is looking beautiful. These are some Russian kale that I transplanted out in here. And I'm not sure if they're gonna make it, but they did. Wasn't really too sure about it making it, but it did. Look at that. It's hanging in there for dear life. But hey, it's doing well. But let's see what happens in the rest of the year. When the warmth starts to come in, a lot of things will start to get some body and start to spring up. There is some spinach. This is a spinach. That's literally, I would have thought the spinach would have left me. But maybe because we haven't really had that such a deep winter, it's really holding on. And the reason why I have the mesh over there, because the birds, I've noticed some of the birds are starting to come down and pick off some of the leaves. So I had to keep the mesh on. Normally by now I would have taken some of them off, which I did. Then I realized maybe I shouldn't have. And I've put wood chip, redone the wood chip along literally the whole place is filled with wood chip in the walkway. Look at that. I've gone crazy with wood chip and put it everywhere, and that's going to help to feed the soil in the long term, so why not? I still have something that is scratching out. This is I don't know what it is. There's something scratching out my stuff here. I'm hopefully to find them and get them a piece of my mind, but hey, I have no idea what's been digging it out, my stuff, but it's fine. This is the part that I don't like to deal with. I hope it's not the foxes, because they're just too clever. These are some onions that I transplanted out from another bed, and they did survive. And I have garlic around the edges as well. This is a beautiful garlic plant here. There's a garlic here. Yeah, so majority of the things that I planted over the autumn have survived. There's a kohlrabi here that didn't make it. Look, it didn't make it, or it still looks green. So I'm gonna just leave it where it is and let it do its thing, and hopefully it can spring back up maybe about March when the sun comes out, where it's a lot stronger sun. So yeah, so this bed is okay. It's not the best, but I'm gonna have other things ready by the time when the sun comes out for this garden bed here. Garlic is looking strong. Let's move on to the next before I go. A beautiful carrot, still doing fantastic. I'm over to my other section here now. This is where I have some collard greens that they're doing really good. Look at that. They're getting a little bit bigger by time, but hey, they're gonna do wonders. I do have some daikons this is a daikon here. This is like a radish, but a long white radish, and they're not gonna be ready till later on. So there was a lot more, but the cold got to them. But I think this one here is gonna hang on, and I might need to do a few weeding. There's a couple more collards here, So I do have quite a bit of collard in this section here, but it's perfect because I'm going to blend something else with it as well. And because companion planting is so important. And I have garlic along the edges as well. Just garlic along the edges. Kind of create a little of like a barrier against these slugs in the long term. Some more, a few kohlrabi in here. Not looking the best, but it's okay. I've already sowed some more in another section, so they should be fine. This is the carrots, but they're baby ones right now. But once the weather, when the weather starts to pick up, it's going to be amazing. This other garden bed is looking amazing. Surprisingly, the cauliflower is still hanging in there. I'm going to let them die all the way down back like some of them, because they're not going to produce nothing else. They're just going to be there. They're going to go bye-byes. And I'm going to cut them down just to the base of it, just to keep the bottom part here, cut it down and let it feed the microbes in here. And the way I've done the garden is a no dig. So I can come out here right now when the weather gets beautiful and plant directly on right now, just like that. So I don't need to dig nothing. There's nothing to dig because it's a no dig, because I've been adding compost over the years, and I sprinkled about 1 inch or 2, and there's obviously garlic around the edges because I planted a lot of garlic this year, and there's some garlic in the middle as well. And look at the back there's some beautiful garlic. They look a little bit stunned because it's the cold times right now, but they're okay. And I have a couple of beetroots still here. They're still there. Some of them have decomposed. That's fine, because I'm gonna have a fresh batch ready to go when the winter and the spring comes in. When the winter ends and the spring comes in. These are my lovely curly kale, which, as you guys can see, they're putting on new fresh leaves. I have harvested a couple of times from this, so yeah, they're looking lovely. Look at that. Kale is superb. If you ever wanted to plant one crop for the winter, definitely should be kale. All different varieties of kale. Look at that. It looks so beautiful. Main objective for me this season is to try to be a lot more companion based. I already do companion planting, but I want to maximize that as much as possible throughout the whole garden. So not one bed would have one item or one thing growing. It would have a bunch of different things growing in one place that complements each other and grow superbly well together as well by helping each other. I'm going to go show you the next bed, which is right here. This is the next bed. So in here I have garlic. It's a must. I have some brassicas from last year that hasn't done very well. There is my thyme that's doing absolutely amazing. I got 1 carrot still at the top there, and obviously nothing here. But I do have a couple of parsnips that are in here. They're doing well. And I have this row of, this variety of carrot is actually a winter variety. This is our autumn king. And you know, carrots are super hardy. They can survive. But look at that. I'm going to be harvesting this soon because I want to make some juice. And I've got a couple of beetroots still standing in there. Some of the leaves are died back, but some of them are still surviving and doing well. They're going to be eaten as well. And I have kale. And I've got a couple of sauvage cabbages that I put in there, but they are still hanging in there. So, but don't worry, they might still give me something at the end of the year, or later on in the year, should I say. And I got a couple of garlic just sprung along the back. Sorry guys, yes, just there at the side. It's looking lovely. Let's move over to the next bed. In this section of the allotment, I have my herbs at the side doing really well. They're gonna spring back up. I've been cutting back some of the time. They're gonna be amazing. They're gonna spring absolutely right back in life when the sun comes out properly. I've got a massive amount of garlic. This is a must. This is basically, I didn't plant anything in here. This was wood chip, and then I had a couple of black radishes, decided to spread its seeds, and then just let it do its thing. So it's free food, and they are super hardy in pretty much almost all temperatures. They're super amazing. So that is a big plus. And look at that. I can still come and harvest black radish. This is a black variety radish when I need any. Look at that. Superb. Because we've not really had such deep cold. We do have like in the minuses, but for some reason this is a spinach plant. It's supposed to be kaput. It's supposed to be not here. Normally spinach would just die back and then spring back up later on in the year, but this here is still doing anything. I have harvested from it before, And it's looking like it's putting on new ones. Here, look, fresh leaves. This is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be kaput. It's doing well. And there's a baby one as well here. Look at that. Yeah, my garden is slowly trickling back into life. I have lots of garlic in this bed here. Some radish. This is a watermelon radish. They're kaput. Some of them are still hanging for dear life. But I don't mind. That's okay. Let them go. Sometimes you gotta let some stuff go to the maker. Celery. I have no idea why is it still alive, but it is. My garden is still doing amazing. Certain things which are not meant to be here are still hanging on. The winter, it hasn't been so brutal, but it is cold. I'm surprised that it didn't, they didn't disappear. More time along the edges, because the herbs, when you have them here at the edges, it kind of gives it a little bit of protection against the slugs. But I don't know, in the UK, we have big slug problem last year. I'm hoping this year is a little bit better, because I've put a lot of garlic here, and I have onion as well, some onions along the sides of them. So I'm trying to create a more barrier to prevent the slugs from eating all my plants, or minimize it as much as possible. This is more garlic on this side. This is my last brassica bed that I did last year, where I had some beautiful cauliflower. They're completely kaput. This one here, that is a Russian kale. That's amazing. That is cauliflower, which I don't know how it's still there. It's looking good, surprisingly good. That's this one here. Is looking surprisingly good. So I'm looking to see if it will maybe give me something. I'm not sure. I'm going to hang on and see if it does anything. It shouldn't really be here, but it's here. Another Russian kale. That's a Russian kale right there. And this is another variety of kale. I don't remember the name. It's doing fantastic. And I got some carrots in the back here with some beetroot as well. They're still doing fantastic. Look at that. That's just beautiful. My whole garden is still it has life in all the beds throughout the winter. This was my beautiful, amazing purple sprouting broccoli. The birds have been nibbling at it, guys. There's something called a wood pigeon, and look, because I don't know if they're starved to death or something, but they're literally coming down and plucking every bit of this one here, this specific one here. I don't know if because I got some other ones. I don't know why they're not troubling them. I pray they don't. But this one, they've been pitching on here and it's picking all the leaves. But if you look here, guys, it's still gonna produce. And this one, purple sprouting broccoli, I'm gonna let it do its thing. All the shoots that are coming at the sides, because sometimes people don't remember, like, don't always get rid of your plant. Sometimes the plant will go through a moment of slowing and then it will pick right back up, because this here is going to be growing out the side, and that can give me broccoli right through the year. There's one little baby one here, and if you turn around this side as well, you can see shoots coming up on the side here. Look at that, there's a shoot there. So yeah, a couple of shoots on the top here, but the pigeons is my nightmare right now. And this celery, there's more celery, guys. This celery, this is just amazing. Look at that, it's still here, looking really good. And I got some parsnips in here. This was my main bed for parsnips last year. Thyme is a must. Garlic is stuck in there. I wanted all the beds to have something to grow throughout the year. This one here is another broccoli, and this one is going 2 years now. This is a collard. I've cut it down and it sprung back up, so I'll let it do its thing. I might even sacrifice it for the slugs, because look, it's giving an offshoot there. I'm just letting it do whatever it wishes. Just let it do. So this is where the old bit was, where I cut off, and all these shoots are growing and it's giving me food. Just let your plants do whatever it wishes. And I've just noticed this one here. As you can see, there's some birds have been nibbling on the leaves. These birds are going to be a pain, I think. I might actually have to cover them for safety. This is where I have these purple sprouting broccoli. This purple sprouting broccoli is 2 years old. I cut it down here, it fell down, and it decided to do a shoot there and grow another one. Look at that, amazing. There's a couple more here. Look at that, it's beautiful. And I got some carrots. There's some parsnips that's blown over here, that's fine. And I got some leeks at the back. Look at that, but this beauty is amazing. Look at that. The colouring is amazing. These are the garden beds. I've put some wood chips as a mulch on top of them, and I've redone all the walkways with more wood chip, so when it dries down, it can actually feed my soil. These buckets here, this is my super juice. So what I've been doing is getting... My fingers are so numb right now with the cold. Let me open it and show you. So whenever my plants need a little drink of something nutritious, it's gonna have it. And yeah, it doesn't look pleasing at all, but it's fine. Look at that. That's my 2 buckets of super juice. So I'm ready. I'm gonna basically be watching the plants this year and give it what it requires at the right time. Don't want to just totally just give my plant things that it doesn't require. I'm going to be watching my plants vigilantly and just listen to the nature and use nature to feed it. Going over to my other stuff now. These are the beds that I had my corn in over the last year. I decided to plant some garlic in here as well. They're going to be at different stages. I try to do them at different stages. So the ones that you see up there, these beds are more mature. So they're going to be ready before these 2 here, because I have more garlic on this side. And if you look around, guys, I've been flooding the place with wood chip. I have been doing, mass amounts of movement of wood chip because we get it free here at the allotment. Because I'm trying to create this area here, let me show you from a distance. This area here going all the way to the back. I'm going to create like my compost bin, and the rest of it is going to be fruits. This is like a fruit walkway, so I'm going to have some more pots. And I did up pot my bitter lemon because the roots were coming out the old pots, which is this size. I had them in here, and I've up pot it from this one to this one. Yeah, and it's beautiful and green, but them thorns are just deadly. Look at the thorns, huge. This is a beautiful tree, and it hasn't produced any fruit for me so far, but this could be the year. Because it's in the bigger pot, so you can start to get more growth in it, and it will probably produce something. I'm praying it does. It did produce leaves for me last year. Better than nothing. On to the next. I'm going to show you guys something in a minute. This is my pomegranate. I'm going to be potting this soon. There's another video of you coming out, because as much as it looks like it's dead, it isn't. Look, let's give it a little scratch. Green. I want to get it into a bigger pot and it hasn't produced nothing, just like the bitter melon. What am I saying? Bitter lemon, the Japanese bitter lemon, but it has grown a lot more. So this year, and let me show you. When I mean like to me, whenever I see this, I know it's really finished. Whenever I see the roots are hanging at the bottom, it's ready to go into something bigger. So that's gonna happen soon. You guys will be able to have a video of that soon, so you guys can watch it and enjoy. Strawberries that I transplanted in the other video have come up and given life. Look, don't they look lovely? There's new growth on them. They're starting to get their roots at the bottom. Look, fresh leaves down the bottom there. The crown area, look at that, beautiful strawberries. And if you look closely, guys, this is my raspberry is starting to wake up. It's starting to open up some buds, ridiculously starting, because they normally start to do their thing early. Look at that, this one is already got leaves coming out, guys. Leaves are here, the leaves, look at that, just a beautiful plant. Let's get it from this side so you guys can see it clearer. Look at that, wonderful. So yeah, this is going to be literally a whole section, and the logs, I have plans for them, and the trees, I've pruned them all the way back. So you look at that. See, the reason why I wanted to prune it back down, because look at that beautiful sunlight from there that's coming this way. So whenever the summer is really at its full point, all that beautiful sunlight is just going to come straight through and help these beautiful, amazing things that I'm going to have through this area here. And even if the sun takes itself from there and move it all the way around, it's open enough that I can get enough sunlight from that direction as well, straight through, and not having these big trees or whatever blocking it all off. I wanted to get a lot more sun through. And I have my cold frame, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute why I moved my cold frame, which was on this box of compost that's breaking down, to this here. I'm going to show you in a minute, but I want to go on to showing you my Japanese persimmon that I transplanted out here. It's doing really well. It looks like it wants to open up and give me a start soon, but I'll be watching it and taking notes. The strawberries has got life in it. Look at that, it's doing well. See, these are going to be coming leaves soon, and look at that, that's just looking amazing. The logs I have planned for them. I did do a prune up, which I didn't record, it's fine, of my apple tree. This apple tree does produce apples, but they don't stay. They get to a point and they fall off. So I've pruned it back. And I said about the lighting, look at the lighting. That's going right through to the plant, giving its moment to trick it or to make it has as much. And by adding all these wood chips, guys, I literally went crazy with the wood chips. If you've ever gone back into my old videos, there was nothing here but a horrible muggy area and had brambles, which are like blueberries, and I've dug them all out. Wild blueberries, that is. Not wild blackberries. These are all blackberries. I had them all over here and I've dug them all out as much as I possibly can. I'm looking at some greenery here. I might need to go back over there in my neighbor's section and start to do some more digging. But let me show you, I don't know, let me show you how much of wood chip I've added onto this, because the only way I can show it to you is by going over here and I'll show you. So this is the land that's next to me, and if you have a very good look here, look the height of my wood chip to the main soil. That is all wood chip. That's the level, and that will break down and feed this soil, sadly, because I'm not working over here, and my plants over there. Climbing a jungle gym here. Look at that, beautiful, and it's absolutely solid. Something has been digging it out, but that's okay. And onto my persimmon, the other persimmon, my big one. It's, look at that, oh, there's sunlight from there, sunlight from here. So this is the perfect spot, I presume, you know, I think so, because if you look closely, they're opening them up. They're starting to open up. That is amazing. I was only getting just a little bit above 20 degrees, but this is a new box that I did. Look at the temperature now in this new one I done. Absolutely hotter than heaven, definitely. Look at that, ideal, is perfect temperature. It's over the 50s, like 55 degrees Celsius, and it's a real hot. And if I take that out and open this, you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see the steam rising up, but it's really warm. Yeah, and that is it from me. This is a great day to be doing an update. I've got a lot more stuff to show you guys soon. Please don't forget to love yourself, and please look after the planet, because we have to. See you guys next time for another update, or actually for the uppotting of this beautiful pomegranate right here.